join with since we start. On the update on the 10th December 2023, His Excellency President Bide na Abuja, we attend the 64th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government in the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. His Excellency will join in Compidem, where they will discuss about good governance, security, and unconstitutional changes of governments in the region. When they at the conference or the summit, the authorities they affirm their commitment to promote peace, democracy, and good governance. And at the end of the summit, they also be put out the decisions the way they agree on. And part of that day on democracy and good governance, they talk about Salon. The authority, they condemn the attempted coup will take place on the 26th November, will lead for make we lost lives and destroy property them, and urge the process now will be for conduct a thorough and transparent investigation into the event with the view for identify and bring the perpetrators into justice. Also, the authority recommend the sign we will decide the agreement for national unity where NAE emanates from that mediated dialogue we get between the government and the All People's Congress. And lastly, but very important, the authority also instructs the Commission for make the support Salon in the efforts they will make for democracy, but also for make the Commission facilitate for make them deploy ECOWAS security mission to Sierra Leone for help for stabilize the country. Also, on the 9th of December, prior to the 64th ordinary session, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Musa Kaba, and the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Madam Kenya Bale, also be attend the 91st ordinary session of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers, who then discuss Boku their report on security, environmental concerns, human rights, governance, and the challenges in the region. Also on the 6th of December, we also remember say 18 of the compatriots then when they be members of the security forces, when they became during the Sunday incident of November 26, we be laid to rest in a ceremony where the president and the first lady be attend and other bonus there. We make interfaith funeral service in Akokri headquarters, and then 18 compatriots there be include 15 soldiermen, 2 police officers, and 1 correctional service officer, and then be buried at the military cemetery in Aflito. Also, on the 8th of December, the Court of Appeal constituting the Honorable Justice Ivan Sise J.A., we preside, Alaji Momoja Stevens J.A., and Adrian Fisher J., unanimously dismissed the appeal of former President Dr. Anisbai Kroma against the judge-led Commission of Inquiry and order the Anti-Corruption Commission for investigator for abuse of office. The court also ordered say the former president for refund the total sum of $135,000 within 7 days from the date when they did that order date because of the value of the property when they sell to Ilan Tufik Kang and Winners Chapel. The court also ordered say the former president for bear the cost of the appeal when I pay 100 million only. Also, on the 10th of December 2023, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Aissata Mahoy, spearhead Salone respond to the escalating crisis of online violence against women and girls. The occasion, they officially launched what is called the Body Rights Campaign, where for make sure say women them and girl picking them before every Ghana for fight against violence where they do against them. Also, on the 7th of December, the UNDP, in collaboration with the Islamic Development Bank, where they receive funds from the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative of the World Bank, they launched what is called the Empowering West African Women Small and Medium Enterprises Program, where Salon, Senegal, Guinea, and Niger will benefit from $12,250,000 where they will support the program. Lastly, on the 11th of December, the management of Sierra Leone Ports and Airports Authority then will issue one press release after a publication will come online for one article read date on 29th November 2023 by the Manchester Evening News, we then captured the article as the enormous shipment of cocaine from Sierra Leone destined for an industrial estate in Wigan. Now, by this press release where the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority the pool, they say they note with grave concern the publication where Manchester Evening News they put online, and they say the publication, among other things, he say in August 2022, a consignment of Class A goods when a cocaine was shipped from Sierra Leone, and that 9 suspects there, where all of the 9 people are not Sierra Leoneans, they were arrested and serving, they will not arraign them before the court in the UK. The Port Authority, the one for terrorists, say first that the Sierra Leone Port and Harbours Authority is a reputable member of international ports organizations there. And then organizations there, they are governed by defined rules and regulations regarding methods of seeking and addressing high standards in port operation. So therefore, the authority, they don't receive of any official report of this allegation from any international ports organization or the National Crime Agency in the UK. They also have to say that according to the export records, we don't present to the Port Authority for the period under review by this allegation should say the port did not at any point in time export any flour where they say they mix cocaine as the publication claimed. Also, the authority don't engage with the leadership of transnational organized crime and the security apparatus to make a launch immediate investigation for look at the veracity of this allegation. The authority want for remain committed for collaborate with all relevant local and international stakeholders there for ensure a drug-free port. So on that note, I will hand over to the minister when at the post for carry on with the program. Mr. Minister, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. I want to tell plenty thank you to all the people that we join with for the weekly press conference. I also want to take opportunity to tell plenty thank you to all the media partners and again for the make sure so we reach all live and direct across the country. When yesterday we put out a release for announce that the curfew will be the starts at 9. I know say that kind of news they don't even need to be repeated. But the kind of news that they will tweet. All man they share because the curfew is a popular subject. So for no now say the curfew at midnight. But I want to start with that because it starts midnight, it's done at 6 a.m. For one, the people already in the habit of violating the curfew or trying to take chances. The instructions with the security forces they get, and they will take that particularly seriously. We still live in we deal with the security situation at the country, and we particularly tell you to family we don't cooperate, we want them we don't give information, we want them we don't abide by the rules, we want them to continue to support the police in all the work they really do. Today, as the Deputy Minister said, we focus primarily on trade. We look at trade and business, private sector entrepreneurship, what's in the apple. And I'm very pleased that my colleague, I'm glad for calling my colleague now, but it's one day when I can program out there, I'm a lecturer at Kobe College. The Minister for Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Al-Fasise, we will know about the all and name back who they call him back. Thanks. So, if I'm a chief, Nambanwe, as my very former, I'm very proud of, like for say again, I'm a teacher, teaching at Kobe College, political science. So, every time I can say anybody who wants blessing for respecting teacher. Being a teacher the kid. So I want to tell them thank you. I want to put on record that all we think we do today are because of the excellence we ensure we understand that we can set. And by the way, they ask people can share about what nice parts also of what we do. My sister is tribalism, a leader and in the entrepreneurship innovation space in Salon. And so he said they can add as well your perspective on the context we get. And I'm glad for to see some of the partners and allies in the room. and as he say, we get also another full role. Obviously, now all my area about the updates on the ongoing investigation into November 26 failed attempted coup and salo, and particularly the investigations and the interrogations will go on with the former president, Dr. Ernest Omar. So because of that, today we bring the primary person, the Inspector General of Police, for can provide as much details as possible because it's now ongoing investigations. Before we get to that quickly, and I'll hand over the microphone very soon to the Inspector General of Police. I want to just reiterate that we get a list of wanted people where the Salon Police don't issue. Most of them are getting now on our phone. But I've been asked to go through that list so people will do that who's really listening for the area. 3 of the people in the original wanted list, they're now in the custody of the Salon Police, Alfred Karo Kamara, Amadou Koita, and Alpha Sheriff, who they call Alpha. They call Sheriff ABC apparently. But they in the custody of the Salon Police. The Salon Police, they still look for Mohamed Touré, they call Yete, Sheka Idrissa Dubuya, Molaipa Shebora, Major Patrick Abu Odende, Sergeant Sayo Kamara, Major John Thomas Bangura, Matthew Soy Kamara, Albani Usman Kamara, Ibrahim Monshiga Mansare, Abdul Karim Mans, Al-Hassan Kamara, Amadou Conte, Alhaji Hassan Kamara, Alhaji Saidu Fofana, Abdulaziz Kamara, Captain Iya Senesi, Corporal Yapo Sise. It's not one name where an officer will be done. They now let's put the list for how to make it clear. Say this person here on the wanted list. Corporal Yapo Sise, and we will talk more on this. Almami Molai Kamara, Dan K. Koroma, Fatsmata Koroma, Captain T. L. Conte, Mustafa Abdulrahim Kamara, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Milton Sambangura, retired captain, Sako Kamara, Zainab Amara Suu, lieutenant, Captain John Conte, Musa Fofana, a major, Corporal Mohamed Conte, Corporal Mohamed Ali Toli, Mohamed Issa Kuruma, a major, Abdul Rahman Toli, Alpha Kamara, Charles Kamara, Cherino Sajabai, Dauda Conte, Femi Pensimiti, Fode Bangora, Hadi Momodu Evelyn Jabi, Salematu Conte, Samuel Brown, Shiaka Kuruma, Sigismond Kool, Suleiman Conte, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Ibrahim Kaloko, Ibrahim Jallo, Ibrahim Toli, Mohamed Alon Conte, Mohamed Jadite, Mohamed Lamin Dumbuya, Mohamed Samura, Mokhtar Dinson, and Usman Kamara. A handsome reward of 50 million, only 50,000 million available for anybody who will provide the Salon Police and the security forces with information that will lead to the arrest of any one of the fugitives there. I want to tell people that thank you because of our cooperation don't help we for letting the Salon Police capture the one they don't arrest so far. And the more we cooperate and fend them people here, the more we move towards being more safe and more secure, we'll get rid of the curfew. I will provide one more update on behalf of the Republic of Salon Armed Forces. But good question only about the updates on the weapons then we have been captured, we have been the army, and Uswa they will recover. I've been promising we will come and give the numbers and the updates. So I will just give briefly categories of weapons and the updates will be there right now. AK-47 rifles and rifle length. Then been thief 47 of them. Then been take 47. The security forces will recover 29. 18 of them they out. The big RPG we then been take 7. The authorities only recover 5. So now 2. 9 outstanding. The other one then, to be honest, I apparently they may also take plenty empty magazine there. Like about over 100 on empty magazine there, where they may also take where the authorities is still the efforts for try for recover. So now the major categories and any of the weapons them have been promised again in the interest of a very transparent government. When we get information, we will come and provide that to us. So all that question will have been get ready. No, we don't know the weapon. No. And they talk to the Honorable Inspector General of Police, will they give me an update on arrest, and then any information we can share on specifically the interrogation where they go on with the former President, Dr. Inspector General.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everybody. I will start for making a general comment on the severe situation across the country. It is calm and quiet, no cause money for alarm. Despite the fact that on the 26th of November, we see an illegal and overt attempt for unseat and incumbent leadership in this country. Since that time, we as police, we institute an investigation, and it is still ongoing. We still need panel. For the statistics, for now, we get 80 suspects that we custody. Even our police who say suspects, as long as we don't caution you, we don't administer that cautionary statement. You are not forced to say anything, you are not obliged. But whatever I say will be taken down in writing and given in court as evidence. You are a suspect. So we have 80 of those. I will break down that 80 category. Current serving military officers, 50. Dismissed military officers, 5. Serving Sierra Leone police personnel, 7. Retired Sierra Leone police officer senior, 1. Civilians, 15. And then of course correction service, 1. And then former president and spy Kuruma. We don't take so far out of the 80, we don't take 68 statements. That statement a day we don't forward to the office of the Attorney General because Kareki Perus look at what we are doing in the light of the elements of the offense we will investigate. Then of course we get 12 people in our custody. We will still therefore interrogate, therefore caution them, therefore interview them. This 68 I don't mention, so some man don't make statement to because now it's a wide investigation as to the proceed, as other people will take statements, as we take statements from them, we get reason for do additional statements. And those ones we are taking them from the others. 12 to be interviewed, we are already the Minister of Information, they say, we still get a good number on the run. So I have for you this moment also for appeal to the people of this country, well-meaning people of this country, for assist the police by providing information which will lead to the arrest of them assailants when they're on the run. There's a very nice package for information leading to the arrest, but as good citizens of this country, I don't want to focus too much on the package. You are doing whatever you are doing this for civil responsibility. Yes, if you see somebody come for unseat government for wreck the country, they are under obligation. There's civic responsibility for giving information when you lead to that capture. If you do that, you can still benefit from the money we will set aside for all of those things. So basically, I think at the point this one will talk more about the former president, because I see a lot of social media is charged with a lot of stuff. Thursday last week, we extended an invitation to her from the CID department, Olekam Nafrito, on Friday, follow-up question in respect of the attempted coup. He got the invitation. He talked to the one who was sent. Of course, I was not there. I talked to them. He has two concerns. One is the concern about his security on his way from Makeni to Freetown, and then the second one, the concern about his security and accommodation at Ferrytona. Then, of course, if you want to see well, tomorrow and Friday, I get appointments with people, so I will do the appointment. I come back on Saturday. I said, no, it's not possible. You have to travel on that same day. He called me, I talked to her direct, I talked to a lawyer, Joseph Fitzgerald. I said, tell your clients he has to start to travel today. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, he should be in my office. He traveled. When he left, he called me. He said, IG, I don't left. Your colleague on this side or your officer on this side, the AIG, you do well for me, you provide adequate security for me. I said, now you are assured of adequate security also at your accommodation. So right there, I deploy. Because it's a crucial time. When somebody don't say, I'm not comfortable moving around with my own security voice. I want security from your side. I have responsibility. I make as a so I'm responsible for security at any point in time. As they come up, CID now for over my house, I have to escort you, and I'm deployed there as a make sure nothing will happen to her. So he come, the next day we go to CID. I meet the lawyer, Fitzgerald. The first thing he tell me, IG, how would you bail for this man? He started asking for bail. Even before the man was in my office, he was asking for bail. I said, no, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So sure, we start the procedure. The interview start, we'll do statements. For some time, we end up for terminate because the former president said he needs to go taking medication and taking lunch. I said, fine. We are not in a hurry. We can go on for as long as we can. You go, next day come on the Saturday, we'll do the same thing. That's where now, we look at say that statesman will get that respect. There are other people who will investigate for the same attempted coup. And then I said, we cannot push this, so we are going to grant you bail, but with certain conditions. We sat with the lawyer, Lazar, the lawyer, and they called the name because no one party will deny except the journalist. Yansane was there, Ambassador Yansane. Mikael Masare, those are the chair and the deputy chair. And of course, the head of state, we agreed. We agreed in the first place. They asked for the man to be visited by selected number of people from his party and from his legal team. We agreed on those names. We wrote them down. Then we also say, we already put ourselves in, but let him be in his house. If he has to move from his house to any other place, it has to be clear that that is a great condition. They accepted to that condition also. Then he said, if you want to see doctor, yes. If we are all human beings, whatever we put in the SLP, we give it a human face, yes. If you want to see doctors, you will see doctors. Immediate family, yes. It became immediate staff. And we agreed, all of us, we agreed to that one. So that is how he is being in his house. We have provided the security. Every morning, we bring a camp. We can explain. The investigation of the board is a long process. As I say, we investigate. We come every day, as I thought so. We just don't do the rounds for today. So we go back to my house, we rest. Then we continue to until we come to the end of that phase of the question. But alongside that one, we are looking at several other suspects that are custody. In fact, we don't do categories of investigators. We don't structure the investigation. We get some man when they deal with this level of candidates, of suspects, some man look at this one for make and compare, go a little faster. So that's not for this one.
IG, I ask you a very direct question. Is the former president a suspect in the investigation?
As long as we have administered the voluntary caution statement in our police station, you are a suspect.
Affirmative. Thank you. All right. I just want to make clear as well to people that the information we put out from the Minister of Information and Civic Education is very clear. The information we put out will not what they say. I see some journalists trying to say, I don't want to talk to this person, I don't want to talk to this person confusionally. I want to assure the people of Salou. when we put out a statement, it is as close to the gospel truth as you are going to get in this life. Because we know the do they say, we know the do she said, he said. When we put out a statement, it will come up from the only source. As far as the police is concerned, the official, primary, final word in the police, and the Inspector General of Police. And there's no daylight between me and the Inspector General of Police. If I talk something and say this don't happen, I'll let family understand, say, that will come directly from the Inspector General of Police. In fact, I will truly work together. We make sure, say, I double check across everything. Unless they don't make a mistake, because we are human. But I can show you, say, on the substance of it, we only come up with an idea on the own. We stick with the security forces, we clear the information we put out. So I know other people that listen to any other side comments or possibly try to say, oh, confusion, no day, this person say this, no. You listen to the channel that we have provided, and it's the official and factual information. All right, on that note, I'm going to transfer for all ma'am. So we can talk about it. And then we'll come back to questions. So now, perfect segue, obviously, for the Minister of Trade and Industry. Mr. Minister, since you don't know Minister, like first step is for kind of platform, you vision what's in the happen at the sector, especially also in this current climate, the challenges they will get, and how they are the biggest 10 challenges in them. I can afford you 7 minutes for let you lady play. There's a lecture at 7 minutes, so go for keep silent or over lecture. Over to you, Mr. Minister.
Colleague Minister, members of the high table, journalist, Mr. Lofa, good afternoon. Let me thank the colleague minister for giving me this opportunity for interact with the general public on what they happen at the trade sector. Because when the businessman there, the businesswoman there, we meet more often. You know, today, at the world, a difficult thing is for the business and for also the person who they manage policies and laws who they deal with business. If we look at the world today, everything on there. We look at the world today, fuel price go up all sides of the world. And we also fuel price go up. And they are beaucoup that they go up. We look at the world today, chop business self, it don't there on the other side. In fact, to the point, chop business don't make, now we don't know, say, every country foreign policy, you get for time to trade example. Every country you get for every country get for time in foreign policy to trade. But then I will talk about more later. So all of this, the first in Ukraine, you know, and long members say we just try to recover from COVID. We go do but putting an identity can happen. So all the our talks will happen if you don't get control over it. It will make the value of your currency the hamburg. And on that note, I'm grateful as the ministry that work closely with the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Sierra Leone, for stabilize our economy. Because one thing we did notice the price in the world go, but now we get relative stability. So what will be done to do over the last how many months? We'll take over. First, we'll continue to review the existing laws and policy. We will make trade and investment kind of this country. We will make done the business, they will do their business. We'll get the primary responsibility for make sure we provide a very friendly atmosphere for trader, businessman, as well as the consumer. We sell food they buy. You know, so it means we'll get for cover the one who they sell. We get for cover them and they sell food they go well. Because if you sell the wrong products, no problem for me. So now they make different laws and policies there along that. For example, we get trade strategy. We go to the call an industrial policy. We get special economic zone policy. We'll talk about that later. Then we get agro business policy. So what we think what we want to do from where we take over now to they call public-private dialogue. You know, where we get that government, then people only do business. We're supposed to engage with them. So we don't go at different levels. We don't get into exporters. They're always in our office.
Importers, they're always in our office. We don't get different meetings there. The essence is, now follow able to understand, we say, flow, noting our problems then collectively, how we solve them problems there. Especially now, very, very difficult moments there. Trying moments there, all sides of the world. So they get a meeting in there. In fact, we get another big official next to when the National Investment Board, we do put closely, don't convey. The essence of them meeting in the as I say, for long meet and talk and discuss so many things that would affect the environment. In line with that, again, this will be a key vision from His Excellency the President. We also they promote business-to-business linkages. For example, Salomon when they can start in business, you look for other Salomon when they can see their business. So tell me get land, you get the money or you get the equipment then, we they connect, then they happen. Then at the international level, following all them travels that we don't do recently, we encourage salon businessmen to fully participate. Parts of them forum there, and then link up with other businessmen within our other continent who get interested in the same sector and some of them the work now. A good example is the flour mill, who go Turkey, one pound investors, in fact, it don't cancel them. That investment to pass about $20 million investment, huge. And when flour mill begin full production, when people reduce the price of flour, then we will get enough for begin export. We then on track for that one day. But in order to do that, we get key players that we're supposed to do with you. One of them key players are the Chamber of Commerce. As it is now, small problems and they but we dey engage. We don't get a series of meetings. Even last week Friday, we get the current Jaipana office. So we hope still we'll get fully functional. All the small problems they will not solve there. So by early next year, we will be on track for move. Because some of the side where they go visit, they always ask you, who's the Chamber of Commerce day? So we get down the up and running very soon and all. But one thing what they make the bread and butter business street now any country, not to what you go for go buy no more, now what you self they produce. So the export, then we will get now, we fight very hard for diversify them. Diversify in the sense, we know they have open say, till they know they spend more money for buy power. Now we for straight tariffs. If we look, I think with the interest pass all in Africa and West Africa, no country only. So then for me, that is security commodity. So government don't launch an ambitious program on a fixed salon project. We, in fact, this year the Finance Act, we put small money in 5%. If we're not able to generate money, so that for now, it will be painful, we will pay the price. For me, I assure you the salon farm will say, by the next 1 or 2 years, we will not begin go sell people, the rise of price will definitely kind of because don't produce more than enough and what you get for it. But unfortunately, we get for pay the price for small, it won't have small because that 5% they will increase. But that money they will invest at all. And one I know say we they work closely with the rice importers and police. In fact, then they government policy. All the one of the import rice, all they can be part of this feed salon program. You either live on the production side, that is you get the farm, you bring the machine there, or you get the machines there. And this, we don't get meetings with the more than 3 times, including myself, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Fisheries, chaired by the Chief Minister, we get a good meeting on it here. Because for let you become sustainable, for let peace stability, then any side, the chop where you eat before you produce. And I can give an example, we don't know for oil. When government I say oil, anything it take could do. Today we are net exporters of oil. So we able to do that thing. So we also want to focus on this what they call deciding where you get the strength. Like if you look at it, we get over 300 million people who eat Gary in West Africa. And we get some of the best cassava like this part of the world. So if we only focus Gary no more, we focus panel. We say we produce with the exporter. Na beaucoup money than but for do that
Do ya not forget for share the program, invite other people and for make we get the 100,000 give. Finally, it don't be because the time look at our doorstep. If you see we not time.
So for them to benefit finally, it means you get to improve what you do. On this side, we don't make a lot of progress. We don't establish the secretariat. I get to meet with the secretary at kind of a few weeks ago, and they're willing to provide technical support for me for that. We get what they call the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme, which is a very good one, where the export and other West African countries. And today, we rest. If you left here today, you go na Bamoy on a weekend, you go see how far west you go. You go see how much they need to rest there. If we talk of oil, we export to Senegal and oil and cassava. So the only way you will take advantage of this, you get all them big markets here, and for able strengthening your own side. So on that note, what the government they do, we don't provide small money there for SMEs there. How will they support SMEs? SMEs are small and medium scale enterprises there at different levels. I will talk about that later. For also make we more competitive, one told on suffer for over 20 years now, Standards Bureau. Standards Bureau, we have beaucoup labs in this country, but the labs we get are medical labs, you know. So for now export certain foods, for now we able send certain things in other countries, they don't even foreign exchange. You get minimum requirements for some countries they ask for. Let me take like the fish. Look where Europe player would be. But because we not get certain requirements then to that, it's difficult to not get labs the way up to date with standard. It's difficult for us we fish in Europe. We and the Americans, we get what you call this Agawa trade agreement. Again, the major challenge to that Agawa trade agreement, we not get labs now where we certify certain food items they work for export. So on that note, the Standards Bureau, first, we don't spend up to $300,000. Again, that takes this opportunity for the leadership of the World Bank and Salona Abdul Times. There with colleagues there, Alari, they would also support you for upgrade that lab with their Moses. So those spend over $330,000 for upgrade Standards Bureau their lab. But that notwithstanding, it needs a lot of investment. If one competes, we spend money. So the intention now for privatize that lab. Yes, we privatize them because it's difficult for the government and the money went in need. For them to compete, for them to send things there. I can give you an example. Just last week, there was a consultant where FAO bring. They can't talk to me in our office, how we work to talk about the lab. What them they recommend, go take the fish now. If you get fish, you carry and go Ghana first. Then go test stand, they look at the fish good, then they bring an the fake car exporter. And they increase the price, and they reduce my profit. So not just there now with the targets between now and March next year to April, we don't get a standardized lab, we're going to be certified at international level. So primarily 80-90% of the products we want to sell out, including fish, we'll get a good lab, we will make them. Another key challenge we meet now, how would they operate in a port and water? You get the operational side, you get the payment side. Would they push for establish a single window port operations? When I say single window, or they go for go clear things in our water, you get different payments they will need. You get for pay CTM, you get for pay the GT, you get for pay ITS, different ones. And without expenses, some side if the payment tied to $1, there is even a foreign exchange difference. So to the fact of now, one platform will be set, we go to make the payment on man pulling on. So the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Finance, the National Revenue Authority, with their panel of panel, good. Again, another key thing, we notice we can't trade a business, so trade they get problem, the Ministry of Trade and the car. But we can't market business, now a devolved function than me. You know, interesting for see, most of the local councils are across the country. The revenue that they generate, most of them generate in the market use. But they're not they pay better attention for rehabilitate and make the market there. But when they don't make the market there, then they bring the street people for cancer in the streets. And all they want to our law established here. Market, now they for sale road and for multiply what's amount for pass. So what should they do this year? Would they try very hard to see if we can work with the local councils for rehabilitate and build market there in certain critical areas. A good example of the look at now that Kwendu market. the meeting over the African Development Bank, they don't confirm, will they get $10 million for support our process there. Then the Chinese themselves, they support we for carry out that process in that Kwendu market day. So hope say sometime next year, that process day will start. Now Western area, of course, this are the kids small. There is a project government done by 50 buses there. And then 50 buses here, they get corridor, they get road over them for pass. Unfortunately, they don't road here, we get trailers they don't do. So we don't postpone simply because to make less our ground slow. So we hope say the entire Sarah ground process will done by the end of the year now. We go make them go inside, they let people go back in the market, we let the roads them for there, or to cut the evil pass. Again, that market day, a government constructor, and we work with them very, very closely. As a ministry, I go back to standard bureau and we ministry also get responsibility for quality control. If we know no more, then they done all kinds of all kind of bad business that they don't panel. Unfortunately, some of them will not get the capacity for go test them or find out this if it's good or if bad. So now make that bureau day a very important for them increase them. But we continue for push quality control. With the trade monitors and trade officers there. I'm not going to deny we get small challenges with some of the staff there. But we they work very hard. And they continue for visits different stores, different suppliers and for make sure say the quality of goods that we did, they not expire and they meet with standards there. Then we will ask even where they are to the journalists there to help prevent that effect. Because if you go buy some to expire, if you harm you harm your family, it will harm with all. So now all joint by that effect, if any information there on that, we can send a copy to the ministry. On the investment side, one of the difficulty then for you today and for attract investment in the country, where they compete with other countries than at the sub-region. You know, some man will tell you to get energy, and sometimes so investment we want, the point man, I can say, you want something, this one of my ones, I go back now, that's what you do. But we don't make tremendous efforts on that side of it. First, we don't establish an industrial zone in Korea. Where that lake starts, we expect to get over 4,000 jobs in this country. Recently, I get a meeting with the Director General of UNIDO. It was a very fruitful meeting, and we expect to get about, well, we don't sign the agreement, $9 million from them, where they support different things there. But one thing I want to emphasize is, they're not approved for do a feasibility study, pre-feasibility study, for carry out agro parks in Asalo. That's a very, very good thing, you know, for carry out agro parks. So then they go start early next year. We will do that maybe. We can start in areas then. I go camp and there's small business level they do. Government will be put aside about, will be the target 100 million, but it will not be raised at 41 billion. What we don't disburse, we call a Munafa fund. They don't go out, we don't do different people there. But this 41 billion, 85% of the one who they benefit from the woman there. In fact, like 12,265 beneficiaries and all who don't get the Munafa fund. And today, anytime I go offline, people then they ask me who send the next Munafa the car, who send the next Munafa the car. And it's been professionally wrong. We don't collect small money. We try to get additional money for increase even the minimum threshold. Then for also increase the number of people they were involved. So first quarter next year, we fight very hard, the money we're there and the additional money we get, for those able to get more people there, more money they benefit from this. But at the SME space, let's take the economic diversification project, right? This project here don't dish out to don't know the start business, don't know a matching grant, $2.4 million. And this project don't dish out. And that money, the 102 of them percent, 102 the numbers. Na startup them. Then 61% na woman there. And when I get so happy, because government dish out this money through the project, we able to leverage additional $700,000. You know, per different people in the matching grant. So by the time combine all that, the jobs the way that the number don't provide are over 344 jobs there. We're ongoing. You know. So if we go again within the same SME space, we go to what they call the salon agricultural processing project, where again, instead we give up to 60 SMEs, about 4.2 million that they will give them. But generally, one of the key responsibilities of giving all long top tender and for make sure say we get essential goods and commodities. But always the COVID, but always the war in Ukraine, but all the things happening in Israel. Rest not shorting, fear not shorting, that's a key responsibility to get and as competitive international prices. Some of them prices, if we compare them on the other side of the world, we don't better. We don't try for hand that one day. Again, as a ministry, the thing when they make country go before, now wait till the quarter, you know the importer again, other thing, you know the importer, manufacturing. You don't support the sector. I can assure now, we get certain areas there. Like for cement and iron rod. For cement, price don't go up small. But they assure now say the price will drop because very soon we'll get up to 3 or 4 factories they won't go open. And the next year, we'll get, I can assure now, 2 factories they open and the price will drop. I will say the same thing for plywood. Plywood, we get a very good British company here, Myro, where they do very, very well the investment. The first one will be over 20 million, then they do an additional investment. Then sale will begin to target the market, and very soon the price of plywood sale will drop. So construction will come up to a large extent. Again, other things that we've done as a ministry, now for sale salon. And as I've been talking just now, we don't want that different international forums. We've been there in Morocco with President, African Development Bank, and the Investment Forum, where we present the free salon program. The number of people that will show interest is so high. We almost see that happen in the country so today. We get Moroccan investors then, when they hire 1st week January. Then the day of 1st week January, Moroccan investors. They say, no matter how bad, they do a Morocco salon, then they come. We go Saudi. When I can check Aramco, Aramco is the biggest oil company in the world. We had a meeting with them. Interesting, the president sat in those meetings. We sell salon, they are all interested. So we look forward for engagement and continue with their engagement in it. As what you did recently, then they happen. Well, the man they remind me now and say the time they know. But let's just summarize. One of the key challenges that we face today, some of the key challenges, the one that the depreciation of the euro. Again, this we can call them externalities that we can control. You understand? But we don't threat, we don't stabilize. The one that Ukraine, no man can say the threat is there far. That one that Ukraine don't continue. So let me fair price, they don't go. Let me fair price, they go, until they go. But again, the negative political propaganda they only put in social media. For what they go for, go sell the country outside, for plug get money, for campaign jobs, for bring investment. It's so difficult. I mean, let's tell me brothers and sisters and thank you. Don't promote very positive images about Salon. I tell you and thank you. I also want to use this opportunity for appeal to all man. Now, one great country we get. We are happy for make the job easy for bring investment. One of the easiest way we can able to find job for person. One of the easiest way possible we need to live. Now, if we able to bring investments. And all the trouble we have and for some positive images about this country. And I appeal to all of their legal challenge. We get right for disagree, don't disagree, but don't disagree with him and agree framework when we will disrespect the company. Again, the recent security breach, we all waiting at implications. You know, then they get serious challenges. They call me, then trader, then businesswoman, they begin call me, hey, we start to ship this coffee, maybe we sell my netto. But I tell them, I thank you, sir. You know, we don't pitch them to 12, so the pressure don't reduce. On that note, I tell the chairman thank you, I tell all man thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. You know it's got to teacher. The way teacher talk, therefore allow you teacher to talk. So it's all I say that teacher. So I want to thank you. I think I just want to reinforce the summary. The summary points now that despite the challenges the way Salon they face, the externalities, the depreciation, inflation, the wars when they go on around the world, the government of Salon they work. The Ministry of Trade don't just announce some concrete measures the way they take. Where the governments, where President Bill they lead, they continue for do for carry the country go before. They want the way they carry with gun and shoots and try for destabilize this country, and they want carry go behind. But one for tell the people of Salon, tell the corner, they reject them people here, and they help with them and don't bring them to justice. Fear. So that we were there, all way there, so we put our hands together, Lord push this country go before. We will continue to stay together. We focus on the vision. We not follow develop this country. We can disagree, like our minister said. This is what we always talk. Me, the people who know me, for example, me, I like a good debate. I love a good debate. Democracy is not possible if we not disagree. If we all can have all day one side, not so democracy that way. Democracy requires disagreement. So we can disagree, no argue, but okay, this part, so argue about the way we're supposed to do this, the economy and all, but not forever, ever resort to violence. Not forever resort for all other side we country go overseas, we begin pull down the country. Other countries then get a basic, decent decorum. That would they say, you know they criticize your government, you know they criticize your country when they outside of the shores of the country. Because ultimately, not only one country we get, not only one president we get, not only one representative of Salon. Like when we talk about the MCC, I can always say, by the grace of God this week, MCC is supposed to vote. Then they get MCC. Now, we suffer with the suffer, so lights no. Now, man, be no more the suffer with lights no. Now, SFP no more the suffer with not lights no. They say that effectively and give you country 500 million, now improve the energy sector. You they celebrate on social media that you country not getting money. And I self-hate, no so. And I use self-hate. So we can disagree on how they for spend the money, on the investments for go, or how we open the space, but we can agree say, let's get the money. Because the Salon get the money. Okay? So I want to also apologize that right now, we don't lose power. I see the deputy minister don't grab. I'm sure he did outside house day for they will fix it. So that also means I sure see we not currently not going to carry life to family away house. So that's another challenge, but I see some people that they still video, so we'll get that there, we'll make sure see the clip to make it available for family and we then post it. Because of time, we're not going for it. So I can't give you my advice. Do I always things I was after the on top of the security. You know, I leader in the entrepreneurship and innovation space. Just want to hear from you. 5 minutes. I'm also going to get plenty of questions. So inshallah, the lights will come after that. New perspective on the climate, Salon, business, everything that they do, everything on our for continue for see from governments, allow it to improve the climate, allow it to do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
I hope so you say a teacher voice.
I will try. But thank you very much. One of we major problems na electricity as private sector, but waiting give me hope.
So MCC back.
You know, but waiting give me hope. And in fact, where lights go and minister they talk, I mean, things say it will stop, right? The fact say continue. Just give me hope. Say as business. Maybe you know that is definitely for continue for do, and even though the struggle there for electricity, we continue for work with government, because this is not partnership, you know, public-private partnership. But for me, I think what I want to say in terms of the private sector. I come back na Salon. I born na Salon, but I've been on board for years, and I come back na Salon about 5 years ago. Obviously, there are challenges, as everybody is aware. We get the infrastructural challenges, but we don't survive the last 5 years. I come back, I can open a factory, a production factory, and in that we don't partner with a lot of organizations. For me, why we survived the last 5 years, na partnership, you know. As people like they say, if you want to run fast, run by yourself. If you want to run far, run with other people. You know, so for me, as a business person, I realize, say, I don't going to do much if I not involve other partners. And so, in terms of the manufacturing We dey do uniforms, and one of the business them way really don't support where we would partner with na Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. We produce the uniform them for them anniversary. That then have been one thing we really improve we income for the year where we partner with them. But that besides also the other organizations they would partner with, Ministry of Youth and the UNDP, because for me it's important we they run the business, we look for organizations that way share the same value as we. We they work with youth there, we they provide employment for youth, we they work with women them, and UNDP they do, they do the same thing, they focus women and youth, and Ministry of Youth as well. So through the government of Sierra Leone, we partner with Ministry of Youth and UNDP for produce. In fact, for we during the COVID time, at the time that way we really make more money because we quickly change, we idea for make uniforms, and then we begin to do masks. And because we do mask, Ministry of Youth, we partner with Ministry of UNDP, and through them we do over 50,000 masks. And because of that, yes, we do a project with Purposeful, and because, so all of them, they kind of come from Ministry of Youth and UNDP in partnership. We partner with Purposeful, we partner with UNICEF, we partner with a lot of UN agencies then, and donor agencies then for making me survive during the COVID time. But doing all of that, I realized there are lots of women, since they're able to manage and kind of, walk me way around the system, because I come back and I get the knowledge about innovation, about technology, and I begin to use things that will work for me as a business owner. But I realized that there are lots of women that we're lacking behind. And right now the world, they move by technology. So what do? We partner with the World Bank and government of Salon again, just the program where Minister of Trade will talk about, through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We will now work with other business them, especially female business them. We will help them for understand technology, we will help them for understand, the digital space. And fortunately for me, because again, we don't work with government ministries then, when we plan this project, the first ministry we're up to, now the Ministry of Trade. And the Ministry of Trade willing for support we want to take this project, so we then look at the project in a digitization. Digitization by, what I mean by that, for bring so many women business them online. For bring so many women business them for begin use digital payment. Mobile money, POS. And so we do a pilot right now with 20 business them. We encourage them for use the different smart payments, digital payments. And we're not able to do this by research if we're not in partner with the Ministry of Trade, the World Bank, the telecommunication companies then like Africell, Smida, the banks then because I can get all them POS machine there. So Bank of Salon, because they focus again with the ministry now on financial inclusion for especially female business them with SMIDA. So we don't partner with all them different organizations there. So, and like I said, if you want to run far, run with other people. So we will work with all them government agencies, private companies, for we for able to deliver this project to like 500 businesses next year. But with the pilots and right now with like a Christmas market. So the Christmas market, everything at the market is now cashless. And when I know the importance of the switch, the way the Bank of Salon, the first phase now collect like the different banks then POS system and they talk to themselves. The next phase now collect the telecommunication and begin talk to themselves. But if we women there or business people and don't know about all them facilities there are, so then it don't make much difference. So the cashless market, which is really the cashless market, we do now for bring them for understand digital, but also for help them for go online, for create a space for them so they will see them market, they see them business them products them, and able for big players at in the technology field. It's still challenging, as you would expect. Some of the problems the way we dey get na the electricity. For run the generator where we dey on this market, if we dey on generator for one day, we dey burn about 120 liters. And because we dey get lights on and off, so most of the times we rather just stay on the generator. But you just imagine how much time it will cost me. Technology, because most of the BTO they do right now, the cashless markets, it's really technology. Some of sometimes in day you will get the POS they work, and then maybe like half an hour the POS they know they work. You know, so that is a real problem for we. In as much as we want the woman for use technology, it's a challenge. And then you think about the interest rates, you know, because for every system where they use, any payment system where they use, you get for pay, you know. And the woman in the look say, if they can't give me cash, and it not cost me anything, why I for go use card or payment system when it cost me money? So they try to negotiate the interest rate, and that's where I think government will come in, will put up with Ministry of Trade, for try for see whether subsidize, you know, some of their interest rates here, so that you will get more women there, so they roll out to 500 women the next year. The other problem, you know, where we glad for, obviously, na the curfew, the security, because you get for people they want for camp, but because the time now be 7 o'clock, you know, it was now be 9 o'clock, you know, it was a problem. But we be the close 7, so you know, it was a problem. So now we the hope say the market will run for until the 22nd, and this now really for just test the cashless system, for encourage people and for use cashless system. It will help the economy, it will help the business there, it will help so much. When you travel, go places like Ghana, there's so many, almost everything, the taxi, they're all na cashless. And so for me, I think this is a real big deal for we for pioneer this kind of thing, for help women, especially for understand technology, for bridge that gap between, you know, the man and the woman in terms of finances, in terms of innovation. And actually create that space for them, a safe space that they will sell their markets, you know, whether online, or a space that they will showcase their business them, but be confident say they're not going to lose money if they left somebody for sale for them, you know, even a small business they are so. And so for me, I just want to say thank you to, especially the World Bank through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We make we able to do this, and the Ministry of Trade, and all the telecommunications and bank they all the work with to make this happen.
Thank you very much. I think the final una report on this, it's really important. Inside Sabo, it's a Leonean camp, open the factory. They do very well. They produce for banks, for UN institutions, and they pilot new innovative concepts. Different kind of things there. Really push the country before. The last time we Minister of Transport there, we announced a new bus lane, we have a cashless payment system as well. So we advanced that. Only bus them at one place standing, we will make sure say we roll it out. We get cashless system, and the minister just talk about the fact that we need to clear the streets and we don't forget dedicated bus lanes. This country, like our president look and say, yeah, on the fence, yeah, most better. Yeah, they go forward, inshallah. So we want to tell you thank you, Madam Harrison, for the work you do. We get plenty of questions that we don't come through the online platform. So while we wait, then just don't assure me say the live for count any minutes from now. I want to take this opportunity, maybe like they ask the question that we don't already come. Because we get some questions in for, normally we can ask people for sending questions in advance. And now we are answering questions in priority. Because I will have to encourage more people for using online platform again. So we get the questions, right? My commitment is always that I read every single question. No matter how the question people ask, I go ahead and read the question and then we will summarize and give a chance for them to respond to the question. As you can imagine, plenty of questions you will not repeat yourself, so I will try for collapse them because plenty about the investigation. But I think the IG already provide the updates on that investigation day. But since the questions were sent in advance, let me try. Somebody they asked who's the ECSL to pay their money. All man here you problem. All man is problem. So last one, there's one of the problems about security. Somebody your question says for good lights go offline, he said lights not tight. They have serious question, but cool, this guy is up there, the lights don't go offline. The point of this press conference, I always make it clear that any question we get concerning the government of Salone, ask it here. We may not be able to answer you directly, but I will assure you so we follow up and we will bring the answer to it. Somebody say how many ex-military men them there among the one they arrest and how many them have been fugitives away in the look for. I think you don't answer that because you don't give the promise now. Somebody asked it now how far is the security sector of the country for now. You don't answer that. The ECOWAS standby force who stand in the council. Somebody obviously the question about the investigation of former President EBK. Somebody they ask you, Mr. Minister, I say who stand fair price they go down. Somebody will ask, what to make the updates not come up from the IGP, only from the Minister of Information on the WhatsApp 2 of November 26th. Somebody will ask, how long the investigation of the former president will last, and now clarify whether they are under house arrest or not. What's in the security position from there and we what's the question for those on that course study? We have seen this. Sorry, I apologize. This question I necessarily make sense so far. When the investigation will end into the former president, Mr. Minister, let's make updates on Sewa ground and any other trading places so that traders they will move and ease trading. Any substantial evidence there against the former president? The banks that they give out all loans still with only roughly 20 days left for it to be out of circulation. So they want to know what you do about that. Somebody say he need an update on former president who might plan for response to the appeals court verdict. I think the deputy minister mentioned say the former president of COI case then we reject the appeal and now the court's going to stop and collect pay back all the money where the court's been fine say it will take. Looking at the government's imposition on the accusations of the involvement of Internal Affairs Minister Taluva in conspiring with quick lotters. IG people are using your name to take money from them, said they will join them with the police force. Okay, this person might have the same house arrest question. Somebody say you want to always make the police declare the daughter of former president and it's like Obama wanted. Whose role he played, if any? Somebody say so far how many people they will not arrest and also what's the update on Kuruma interview with the police. Again, some of that questions I will already answer them, so I don't know this time. Then the other question, the last one I get from an online platform, I hope the team don't check. That's the last one. All that I want to do. Again, I want for me for respect people and really send me a question, I want to make sure we answer. When they say when the made in Salone iron wall, roofing sheets, nails, cement, and of course the tomato rice to roof the market. Mr. Minister. Yes. So you know, see the top part. Yes, iron wall. But then say iron wall, roofing sheets, nails, cement, and of course the tomato rice. So who said they reach the market? So what will the Minister of the Law start with? Then you answer that question that we directed to you briefly, because there are all they get plenty of questions. So if you take just a few minutes, touch on that one and you can write it.
All right. Okay, thanks very much. Just one quick observation. Madam Aisa, the Shallow Economic Diversification Project, the money in the government of Salone, money, not to government. That is my observation. Then again, on the price of fuel, we steady hold on. We all know this government is very responsive based on the international market. Our price will go up in the international market, and so will go up. I can and so it can go. At some point, we even refuse to impose taxes, excise duties, and that. Although we keep the economy is stable, therefore we also keep the price of fuel jobs. So for now, we monitor the plant at the international level. So the price is so fast. And we get enough fuel load to take. We are just so listen to the PRA director in the other day update. So we get enough fuel load to take throughout the festive season. On the several grounds, as we know, up to the terroir follow, it's about 90% complete. But a better let the updates come up from NACIT, because the NACIT's own property. We can inside simply because we get for the deal with traders there. So the leadership number NACIT will be a thorough update on the several grounds who say we are available. But we want it to be early next year, because the most there we don't come, they need for hit the street. On the met in Salon, I can assure people that say for cement and iron rod, of course, next year already doing the make for cement and iron rod, we go there early next year, first quarter next year, we go get more than 1 or 2 companies there where they produce cement and iron rod now. The Tomabon project, like a very big ambitious project, where it's about $800 million we don't make the target, and we don't make a lot of progress around that. And we will know after February where government the plan for the roundtable conference. But we'll let the Minister of Agriculture let him give more details than this one, because although they collaborate with the work closely, the Minister of Agriculture is in a good position to give more specific details on the Tomabon project.
Thank you, Minister.
Yes, one of the questions the investigation of former president, Mr. Chairman, with respect to you, I want to follow all right, to observe the moment of silence for the 18 gallant officers who died on that particular investigation. With their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Yes, we police will investigate the case. We get a set of rules where the guide me. They call them the judges' rules. Those are rules of the Queen's Council in England. The first rule, judges' rule 1, they say whenever a police officer is endeavoring to establish the author of a crime, there is no objection to him putting questions in respect thereof to any person, whether suspected or not, from whom he thinks useful information can be obtained. End of quote. That is what led us to look at that one. So it's clear. We are investigating that one, and he's making a statement to us. And the second question, they say, how long will it last? Well, it depends. It will last as long as we get to the end of the investigation, as long as we get investigation, like a systematic process. When they examine, they discover and examine the facts of an incident for them it will reach to the truth. So that's what we are doing. That process can take time. And then 1, 2 weeks as the case may be. So that one is, I cannot give you a timeline on that one. Well, the other issue is he under house arrest? I said, I talk about the introduction, say, when once you don't make statement to we, you don't caution, you don't issue, you don't administer that voluntary caution statement. So we need to force it for talk. Anything we talk, now we write. When this case go before, now we retain the talk to win an act. You are a suspect. So we have 2 things, 2 options. Either we'll keep you in our custody, sell to we, or we'll grant you bail. Looking at him as the former president, we get our respect. So we worked out the bail commission. And whatever is happening now is the bail commission, which was approved by members of his party, Yansane, Mikael Bansari, and the lawyer, all of us together, we agreed on those conditions. Before being a host, before the X number of visitors, and all of that. So when will the investigation end, or that one is already answered? Any evidence? We are investigating. The investigation is in progress. So I don't want to prejudice the investigation. So let us wait for the outcome of the investigation. That's all on us.
There was light, eh? All right, up to top, we answer with your questions. We first round, as usual.
All right. Okay. Let's see question and answer.
Mada, you do number 1. You do number 2. You do number 3 on this side. Gentleman with his map 2 with the foot and tie. You do number 4. I want a woman on this side. You do number 5. Okay, that lady did number 5. Thank you. All right. Who got to pass the mic? Mother starts. No go. You know the drill, you know the rule. Let's go fast.
Mother was again. The question to IG. IG, there is a news where they circulate on social media say police raid one sign IMAX way they stop lots as a manage the whole situation. I don't know how to.
Okay, thank you. Number 2.
Yeah, I am Prince Christopher Kamara, reporting for Open Space newspaper. My question is to the Minister of Trade. Is it true that Sierra Leone, even with our water and crisis, export water?
Okay, thank you. Number 3.
Samuel, Commissioner. To the minister, I want to ask a question. You mentioned saying around the exports, and export of oil. So I want to ask which type of oil and also, I mean, how you mean is it napamine or other type of oil? I don't understand properly.
All right. We are number 4.
Yes, number 4, yes. My question is for the IG. My name is Edward Sako. The question...
Edward, do you know whose house? Just identify yourself.
Yeah, Edward Sako.
But we follow your association.
I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
The question for the IG. If my memory serves me right, you mentioned earlier on, say, the former president now a suspect. And you also mentioned, say, other people in the world, they also investigate for the same crime, but they in custody. The question now is, why is the former president not in custody himself? Secondly,
one question. Thank you, sir. We're going to pause to give you the second one. Please. Yes. Second number. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Regina Hannah is the CEO of Common Koreans with a police local convention and requested a good directed to Ms. Aisi. Concerning the POS, there are a lot of concerns in terms of the operations of the POS and fraudulent issues. So what are the measures that have been put in place to mitigate these fears for the business people?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, all 5 questions are in. I'll start with you, Mr. Minister. With the export water, which type of oil? Are the 2 questions?
I would like to confirm, we don't know that it's for the water. Even though I know say years back, spring water was being exported, but more recently, I think it's more for local consumption. So, yes. But yes, not very recently. So if you get further information on that, I will let for know. And the type of oil they export are vegetable oil with major industries, glass and kisei industries. Palm oil, We not tonight export of panel. They use them locally for so many other things. Other people they make business. You can buy they go Guinea, they go take Ghana, Senegal, and all because get good quality panel. You are hoping that next exporters will get enough. When they sell then they get the money and it's a oil.
Thank you. As I said, I will take your question. There was one.
Thank you very much. This is not one of the questions we said ask the bank, but I think the peace of mind way I get because it no matter who say you dey, no matter also just in a salon. This is a problem way they everywhere. You dey about fraud, card payment fraud, whosoever you in the world. But I think for me the peace of mind is the bank the way they provide the POS system. Then they assure you say if by any chance you get frauded, then they will, they will refund you money. I think that's a peace of mind for me as a business person. But I know say the Bank of Salon they work hand in hand with like the fintech companies, the banks, them for really put security in place so people can feel safe for use them, then card them.
Brilliant. So there's a whole line of work around cyber security and data protection, and that's also tied to what we do in this area. IG, there's a specific question on IMAT, whether it's true or not. Yes. And I think the question of what's making it not there in custody, you don't answer, and why not?
Well, you're very correct that one of the cookies steps when Amadou Koita, we catch him around that tree planting area. Apparently, like the questionnaire said, one of Rio police officer, Alimatu Kwangura, named Osta. But I'll tell you, after this thing of the 26th, we embarked on pursuit, physically and electronically. And for talking against the Sierra Police, we cyber investigation lab. The only country which we by that facility, that capacity, is South Africa. So when we pin the band the door, when we pin our door to that particular location, we catch up. And as this now, we don't institute two actions against that police woman. Disciplinary and criminal. On the disciplinary side, that is infraction on the license rules, we don't dismiss her already. So now she's no longer a police officer. Now we go face the common criminal law. So the issue of former President Umar being a suspect, yes, like I said, as long as not administer that caution to you, really inside the judge's shoes, and the second room landing. See, for caution the man, we really force it for talk, but if the man will write, it has been administered to him. And I also, my friend and custody, I have said it, I say, we respect him as the former president. So you know we let for see, if you are the former president, you know we let, people don't let for see you there. That not mean say, you have on the law. One of the tenets of the rule of law is say, equality before the law. Everyone is equal before the law.
So now I make the restriction in the not so? Now I make the restriction in the case. Okay, good. Second round. Oh, the IMAX question. Well, you answer, and I force the answer. Yeah, but to say, for whether the cookies then may get a situation with the IMAX, particularly, and if you want to confirm you done it at all or not. Okay, we investigation on finally answer. Alright, so if you get information for provide, you can provide it well. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, the lady, number 5, this other lady. Okay, so we'll do 5 and then we see how we do. And I do one fast, we'll do one more round. Yes.
Yes, Mohammed Safko is the lead working for Unity Press. So the IG sir, this coup we don't happen, we investigate people for. Now we see both serving police personnel and they under custody and investigate them. Waiting this is sent to other police officers and we confidentially serve and which measures we want for put in place going forward for future occurrences of short. Thank you.
Number 2.
Yes, this question is for the IG. The Waterloo checkpoint and the Jue checkpoint. There is a concern from the people then when they say when they use that checkpoint during the night, then they collect money from them. And then also even if they ask for the ID, like even if they're not getting with the police and they collect them, the soldier they can collect money from them. So I want to make the IG that launch to now. Now.
Thank you. Number 3 there.
Good afternoon to you all. Me name Ibrahim Isaac Mansari. I'm a human rights activist. I work for CPOF. The question will go to the IG because now competitive season, especially within inside the December, the brothers and sisters already in the diaspora, like he come for can celebrate with their loved one. So I want to know which one I want put in place for the security, especially waiting happen November 26th.
So now the security no more carry because I didn't come in. Who will they have no like? Who begin with their house? Who are we? Alright, number 4, yeah.
Yes. Really Mohammed and Kolomba. AYB very important. Your question is going to the Minister of State. In your address, you made mention saying the price of building materials in for Canada to be specific, cement and plywood. So we want to know how soon that will happen because some of us will be,
What's your name again?
Mohammed Ekito.
Mohammed, you know, say I'm like supposed to ask question when they just don't ask. That question is somebody just ask her. I need a house, the minister answer her. So now your chance that the other person forget for ask different question. Now you want to so now.
Okay, so
the fast one right now. Thank you. Number 5. Let me stay up there. No, not to you, sir. Number 5, please. We will follow the rules now.
The question will go to the IG. The IG mentioned say they get 80 suspects and they don't get 68 statements then. One from looking at the findings, apart from the facts, this is very cool. One from looking actually the information we don't get from them statements they are really not getting.
Sister, you sure? Try. We will pass the question. We will pass it. One will say don't find out. IG, we have a few questions for you. Investigation of current personnel. The question of abuse of security personnel, particularly. Okay, now listen now, please. Boss. Right? The question of alleged abuse by security personnel at checkpoints. They mentioned Waterloo and Jue. Somebody says security measures for NJC loved ones. And then this question of the information so far from the statement they will collect. All for you.
Yes, well, the action will not take against the policeman involved by this failed coup. We send a clear message to service members. When you look with the strategic development plan, one of the strategic objectives are for remain apolitical. But if you policeman, you go to gun, you go team up, you fire against the state, when they pay you, when they clad you, when we do things like that. All of those officers involved don't dismiss them all, and now they are going to face the law. And for anyone recall that kind of conduct, they say there is no act where they tell the man's mind from the construction on his face. We all come out from different backgrounds. There are some people, they let you carry a gun na FBI, they go train, they can never change. They still carry their own mindset and mental maps. But for anyone recall, then they could take them concrete action. I'm sure we, as the Sierra Leone police, we are one organization in this country, we get a very strong discipline regulation 2001 when they passed the parliament. So that we will enforce them to the letter. Everybody knows about that one. I mean, we take you now to the school as recruits, we will show you first the school stand in orders. How you for behave naturally in school. As you come out, we will show you the 47 rules. So if you fall short of anyone, you get an associated penalty with the implementer. Then of course the issue of the checkpoints, see that they extort, those reports keep coming. But for me, I know they defend them, I take as management information, but I don't put in place a countermeasure. Who they work on that one. Then of course for the peak season, when we manage about to get concerned also, I think yesterday we lift the curfew. The curfew will lift and for reassure people, say there is security within the country, and also for allow economic activities where they drive in a net for make them move on. That is a confidence building measure for testing there is security. The details are classified. I cannot discuss them here because I don't know who is listening.
IG, I just realized there was a very specific question on the inclusion of Danke Kuruma in the list, the daughter apparently of the former president.
Well, for we are not looking at it for partiality. As far as we are concerned, she's the wanted person. So that's how I'm looking.
Perfect. So anybody on the list are based on the evidence. Now I also don't give time, but because of the lights and the slowness, I'll go on one more bite. So final round, okay? And then we go. So put up your hand after this, give us any question now by text. So number 1, number 2, number 3, the man in the blue, I'm kind of half colorblind. Number 4, yeah, now it has to be a woman. Number 5, thank you. Yes, so there you go. Yes, that's here.
Jesus never failed.
Mohammed Kamara, The Watch, and several newspapers. IG, everybody's talking about the alleged coup to the 6th of November 2023. But how about the alleged first coup? As they still wait the basis of why does it take so long for them to be charged to court? Thank you.
Wait. Which coup you talk about?
On record, this is the second coup since President.
Okay, so the one maybe happened.
The first one, August. My minister, with due respect to you, sir, my question is simple. Everybody seems to be talking about the second coup, which took place on the 6th of November. But how about the first coup, alleged coup? Well, let's look at it there.
Only possible be for every celebrity now. Nobody else knows this celebrity. Pass me guest celebrity. I know residents, journalist celebrity. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
After CC, Choice FM. Mr. Minister, I remember last press meet briefing. Somebody asked about the external force, like the ECOMOC, save the local, and you tell me say that's not what happened. But today, now this press briefing, I regulate to say ECOMOC can come. Waiting, make them come. If they come, my confidence will get about salon security. No, we know.
Thank you very much. I like that question because I want some very well. Go on.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Competence. IG, you say about huge amount of AK-47 weapons. Where they take now 47, I don't even discover only 9. 29. And this, sorry, 29, sorry. The one where they are, because earlier you say the country safe and calm. Then now with this weapon out there, do you think this country really safe?
By journalists and all I go report wrong information, so I go through the numbers again because it's important. So I don't go report the wrong thing. Number 4.
Thank you very much. Radio. Given the urgency and the cooperation of the suspected already in detention. I want to know if I get any timeline for press charges.
Thank you. And the lady at the back. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
National Secretary General Market Women Association. Adagabiatu. This is a good direct to the minister. We want to know. You know, they talk say we trade as in the streets. We accept, we agree, but we not get market. The market say okay right now. All of them push forward and the inside. We trade and they're not secure. If you go inside your courts now, they not take the market when it's trade at the all day and street. What thing are they do for that?
Now, I really glad you are giving this final round because for importance for your leader question. Thank you very much. What we will do, I should not done with the security thing. So I can't see your name will come in with the minister. The question of that, why we talk about it for school, and then whether we stay, considering that we still get a number of weapons there out. On the weapons question, I promise to go through the number again. By the way, not so IG talk on the weapon enemy. So, and I give the numbers. Okay? I say, we do not say we provide an update. Of the 47 weapons then we then instill, we don't recover 29, sir. 18 are in the house. And we did, the KDIG say, we are actively searching for them weapons in there. Also, for remind you, say, the country not completely free right now. And maybe we still get curfew, and maybe we get heightened security and checks. And we also don't put in place additional measures, and IG talk about with cyber, and only South Africa are probably superior to it. So we get reasonable confidence about location and things that we security forces don't take. Now you make the curfew extender. If you read the press release, it say, as the security situation continues to improve, it's tied directly to the security for assure the people there. Because IG Mecca left the balance to you.
Well, on the first question from Mr. Minister, the first question from the celebrity, the first one, subversion. Subversion not only undermine the power and authority of an established system. The coup and the covert and the attempt action has a difference. So those who are there on the first position, they are there for subversion. This one should have been now a coup. Then of course on the safety of Sierra Leone with 10 weapons out there, yes, it's safe. If Sierra Leone is safe, not for lifting, not for safe. We for saving that down to 6 o'clock in the evening. By now, we all the wrong for one of those things. But because we are sure of our capability, we are sure that we can protect our people. Not only for this festive season, but going forward. And we see that they continue to threat and we provide the requisite security. Then of course on the timeline, investigation not only the dissertation question, that always it takes time because things keep coming up time and again. So the timeline we cannot set a clear timeline, but we are hoping towards wrapping it up as soon as possible.
We IG as well a former teacher. So now this is a very methodical. On the question of external force, I just want to make clear. The question was very direct last week whether there were plans at the moment at that day they will be the talk for an intervention for Scanner Salon. And I said on that day, based on the conversation that we had, no plans had been made. Now ECOWAS met with His Excellency the President, presents to them, and ECOWAS took multiple measures, and one of them for saying which may refer to as a stabilization force. We are members of ECOWAS. Now, members say in the past, people don't always ask me about ECOWAS, whether we contribute to, whether we abide by ECOWAS, and I don't always make one thing clear. We are an active, participating member of the community of West African states. We abide by what the community agree on. we meet the obligations, including school contributions. And based on the situation of the country, the community will meet and they don't say that they send a force here for boost to morale and for really make very clear that no space no in Asalo for anybody make a dream safe. Say you can use whatever weapons or 18 AK-47 will left my yard. That space no at all. And that ECOWAS they take a zero tolerance approach. So the government of Salon welcome the decisions of ECOWAS because they are legitimate authority will be the part of and will continue for my life. Clear? As soon as they can, they will announce as well. The conclusion of the meeting was that immediately, so they expect the first for the earliest convenience. That came out to the minister for and find out what's in the close.
Yes, Hajar. It's always interesting. I say we can't portray a business, and we didn't refer to. But when the markets are involved, it's only people need to win. So they always don't challenge the trader and say, if people can collect the market dues across the country, when they constitute a large percentage friendly the council, when I put the councils under pressure for rehabilitate and build the market. When I say, when I calculate how much we don't pay over the last 7 years, and when a market situation never improve. And the challenge for challenge local councils across the country, they don't provide marketing for now. Notwithstanding as a ministry, we don't be conscious for this for raise money, but we will not get enough for all the marketing in the country. But we will attempt for rehabilitate some marketing in the country next year. We don't get small money somewhere. On the push over the way the marketplace then, and I assure you say within the next 24-48 hours, because the thing is the IG there. So we don't say the action Monday. But more importantly, the IG will cover Western areas, Sylvester, and we'll call immediately after this meeting. I will tell us say the boss immediately when they talk. But when they go clear them, listen a challenge you now, not to want to the put pan central government, to get local governments. When I put the local council, and they collect 20 on hand every day. Every day, so let's say the name will be on phone now. When I go challenge them, they will say to do that. When you push for there and they'll show you the next 48 hours, they're not going to that place again. Thank you.
On that note, I want to take this opportunity for telling all plenty thank you for what I come for our cooperation and also apologize for the inconvenience who lost power. I want to apologize to people and I also don't be able to see all of this live. I want to say we'll do best to provide a summary through the channel that we can use normally. Please continue to follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education pages on Facebook, on X, with channel and WhatsApp for accurate information. Now, for una regionalists, now listen. If you see something from the ministry, you don't need to call me for check if not true. When you see anything on social media from the ministry, check with Facebook, check with WhatsApp channel, and check with X. Anything we post simultaneously. Then you go in on my personal page, you go in on Deputy Minister personal page. If you know that on all the platforms then you for you to make up your mind now say, I see this here, I don't want a page. So you don't need for call me. We try to build the system. We will be fail proof, we will be trustworthy, and we also timely. I tell Isaac Suhanis in plenty thank you for who you come and for the outstanding work you do. IG, the people of Salon tell you thank you for the security, for one to extend the curfew, and for how to conduct the investigation by all accounts with professionalism. Minister of Trade, I tell you thank you for the fantastic work you do for continuing to push the country before, and I tell the Deputy Minister and the staff of the ministry as well, thank you. All the partners there, Assalamu alaikum.